After making a castle and destroying an entire Bedwars map, I wanted to do more type of videos like that. So I decided I wanted to build a house, not just like your wool house or your clay house, but like an actual house with like glass and doors and stuff like that. So I decided to drag progress in here and just try and build some form of house. I had no plan, nothing whatsoever. Based upon the teams that we were assigned, I did decide to make a modern house, just because I'm not very good at making a normal house. I'm not good at making anything actually, but a modern house is a tiny little easier just because it's mostly right angles, and well, Minecraft is basically purely right angles. So we decided to do that. As you can see, yes, we are struggling to decide what the heck to do. Designing the shapes was definitely the hardest part. I had no idea what we were doing for half the time. We ended up just kind of making a bunch of rectangles for the most part. And yeah, that's pretty much what we did, is we just made rectangles everywhere, and it kind of actually turned out nice. Unlike the castle or destroying a Bedwars map, there was a lot of resources involved in this one, simply because, well, we weren't destroying a map at all, so we weren't getting any blocks from breaking them. At this point, you can see me and Progress are still trying to design it. Trying to figure out what to do, add details like wood accents or cyan clay accents, or my white quartz, or not quartz, my white clay accents. Just trying to figure out how to make this house interesting without making it look stupid. At this point, we kind of had more of an idea of what we were doing, as most of the walls were up at this point. So it was just a matter of deciding where to place blocks, how to place them, and what types of blocks we should put in the areas to make it, again, detailed, but not stupid looking, as that is a very fine line when it comes to modern houses. Me and Progress had very different ideas of what a modern house was, so it was interesting trying to come up with ways that we could both suit our wants. This was a very resource-heavy build, simply because you can't mine these things anywhere. You have to actually buy them with iron or with gold, so it took a lot longer than the castle did. Not in time-wise, just because the castle was bigger, but just in resources and trying to figure out exactly how we would design this. At this point, we almost had it all done. We were just working on how we would build the roof and what other details we would need to add in order to make it look actually nice. At this point, I did try and start breaking off these annoying pillars on either side because I couldn't really get a nice angle, but I wasn't really able to destroy them all. I was only able to destroy like 1.5 simply because of the time crunch. At this point, we were adding like mainly just details. We did still have to finish off the roof, but for the most part, we were just adding details and trying to gather resources to finish that off. We did eventually decide to put a skylight in the roof, just a way to make it not flat, but still interesting. I did continue to try and finish these off, but due to progress having to go, I was not able to get them done. So sadly, you still have all these ruins around the house. At this point, we were pretty much done. I was just finishing up the flooring on the inside, and progress was adding a ton of balconies. All in all, I think it turned out pretty good. It was only my second modern house build really ever, so I think it definitely turned out good considering that aspect. Still was pretty cool.